CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Premier Christy Clark, who has come under fire in BC this week for giving a radio address rather than a speech from the throne when the legislature reopens next week, was not in the province today. She was in Washington signing several agreements with the state. BC and Washington will work together on everything from earthquake readiness to jobs under deals signed today with Governor Chris Gregoire. Clark was in Olympia while her predecessor was in Vancouver. Former Premier Gordon Campbell came back to BC today, but he did not want to talk about provincial politics. Campbell is now Canada's High Commissioner to Great Britain. He was in the city speaking to the Vancouver Board of Trade. Although he tried to dodge reporters, Campbell was asked about politics on his way to the podium.
I always said to people that I would let them know when I decided what I was going to do, and it took me about 36 hours, but I decided and then I left, and that's the way I think you should do it.
Looking back, how would you change what you did about the HST?
Well, I've gone through that time and time again. So, I mean, you can go back and look what I said at the time last November. I think we obviously made lots of mistakes there, but, you know, people have decided what they're doing with the HST, and they'll get on now with dealing with that.
In his speech, Campbell championed the upcoming Summer Olympics in London and warned Canadians not to take our relationship with the United Kingdom for granted. If you live in the city of Victoria, you won't be wheeling your trash to the curb just yet. City Council has decided it will hold off on making the changes on how your garbage is collected. Earlier this week, we showed you how the results of the mail-in survey that the City of Victoria sent out in December, asking you how you wanted to take out your trash, brought the answers the city was looking for. Out of the 3 options available, the majority picked option C. It was the cheapest at $161 per household per year. That's for curbside pickup every 2 weeks. It meant trash collectors would no longer go into your yard to pick up your garbage. Last night, there were concerns raised and questions raised by CUPE Local 50 at Council over the difference in the survey results that were presented. Council decided that more discussion is needed on the option. CUPE says it will change, the change will lead to the loss of 9 jobs. Saanich and View Royal Councils have given the green light to the new span that's going to replace the aging Craigflower Bridge. The design is going to include 3 lanes for vehicles, bike lanes for cyclists, and sidewalks for pedestrians. Construction is expected to start in June and will take about 6 months or more. If you'd like to find out more about the design or construction, there's an open house February 22nd at the View Royal Town Hall from 3 until 7:30. Saanich police are asking for your help tonight. They're trying to find a 25-year-old man who went missing on Monday. Roberto Coronado is from the Philippines. He has a slender build and is supposed to be going to school in Victoria. Police say he moved at the end of November from Saanich, but nobody knows where he moved after that. Family members in Washington say a significant amount of money has vanished from his bank account. That was in early December. The school he is supposed to be attending says he is not registered. Roberto was last heard from Monday, but since then his cell phone has stopped working. If you have any information, you're asked to call Saanich Police. Well, it isn't a pirate signal, but it's our sister station, Cool FM, where we're sending congratulations tonight to a young lady who has been named a rising star in Canadian radio. Cool FM's midday host and CTV News relief weather anchor, Brittany King, has been chosen the recipient of the Steve Young Award. That takes into consideration all the extras that make a well-rounded broadcaster and a rising star of tomorrow. Brittany's been on the station since April of 2010. She rode in the Tour de Rock, representing Cool FM in last year's ride. She will receive her honors at Canadian Music Week coming up in Toronto in a couple of weeks, and we send Brittany our sincere congratulations. Nanaimo Hospice has launched a campaign to raise nearly $1 million to purchase a new location and expand its end-of-life programs. The Expand the Heart of Hospice campaign aims to raise $900,000 to help purchase a new hospice house. The project will cost a total of $1.25 million. The plan is for the Hospice Society to buy the old Nanaimo Montessori School on Waddington Road. Hospice says that's a perfect location. It's close to Nanaimo Regional General Hospital. It has plenty of parking and green space. And the larger building will allow Hospice to expand its staff and services.
Our programs increased in the past year. We're in the double-digit figures. There is such a need in the community in caregiving programs, palliative care, assisting families, and we're really expanding to double the size of where we are right now.
The Child and Youth Program is going to be expanded in the new hospice building, and an adult palliative day program will be launched. The majority of the project will be paid for with the $900,000 in the money raised in the capital campaign. The rest will come from the sale of the current hospice house. Nanaimo Hospice hopes to relocate to the new facility by the end of the year.